Everybody, Gerone Wright here. Excuse me. And once again, you're joining me on my Gerone Wright YouTube channel here on YouTube. What we have here, people, is an image of Moses destroying the tablets and or slamming the tablets. And this image is by Rembrandt. Okay, and Rembrandt created this this painting in 1659. 1659. It's my position through my ongoing paranormal experience and encounter that I know why such paintings like this were created. I know the cause for an existence for this biblical character Moses, and I can tell you why why Rembrandt created this image in the way that he has. Okay, if you look at everything and what I've discovered as being related to that of genetics, genetic bridging, and the true origins of mankind, then such images actually become known to you. And the informations contained therein are revealed. All right, in this image, first of all, I'm going to draw your attention to a few things about this. This has always been about where mankind evolved from his true ancestors. So our true ancestors are of that, at this period that Rembrandt is actually suggesting here, is of that of our ancient dinosaur and ape creatures. Okay, there's more to this than you can possibly ever imagine, but I'm just going to actually go into what Rembrandt actually has here. So, looking at this here, all you have to do is look at the hair. Hair represents genetics of our ancient ancestor. So if you pull, theoretically, you could take a person's hair and genetically describe who they are or what their genetic strands are. Just got a text here, but anyway. So if you look at Rembrandt's picture and start looking at Moses' head, you start seeing that familiar shape of that of an ape. His ear creates the eye, where the eye socket is. There's Moses. There's the ape's eye. The nose area, the bridge of the nose area of the ape, and then this creates his beard and face. Creates the actual head of the ape. Now, it's not just that though. It shows you several images of that of the ape, because the ape has evolutionary ancestors which actually evolved out of that of reptilian. So you'll start seeing in Moses' chin here, there's another image, and then there's a horn coming across his chin area right here, which represents a specific species of our ape ancestor, which I found to evolve from our reptilians. So this describes why there are other images with Moses with horns coming from his head, because Rembrandt captures that creature which symbolizes those genetics which are being described in Moses right here in his beard. He just did it in a different encryption style way. Now it gets better though, people. Just hang in there with me. It gets much, much, much better than this. Now, if you go up here in Moses's forehead, over here in the left high area here, you will see that in this balding spot here, that in his eyebrow there is the lips and the nostril, and the bridge of the nose there of another ape, and in his hair there's the ape eye socket, which is right there. Let me bring this image in closer so I can I have it on paper. Let me bring it in closer so I can show you. In fact, I'm going to highlight it on pencil, and I'll show you the two different apes that I'm actually discussing here. I'm going to draw them out, and then I'm going to so you can actually go when you actually look at the image. A little quiet here. Hold on, people. I'm coming. I'm going to draw you out the 2 ape images. So when you Google the image, you can look for yourself. Alright. I drew out both of the ape images. This ape here. Let me see. See the ape arm? I drew them out with ink and all. Look in his hair, and I'm looking at this backwards, but there's the first ape there. See the whole head and the side of his face there. And then the other ape is here, encrypted. Hold on, people, because I'm looking at this backwards. Let me look from this way with you. I got to make sure that I get this on the... Okay, up in here, the opposite side, there's the other ape in there. Okay, so you see those 2 apes? It shows a genetic breakdown in the genes of that species, and it's shown throughout Moses' beard and Moses' hair, captured in encoded style by Rembrandt. Now, people, this is 1659. So what is this Renaissance artist doing with this information that mainstream scientists had not had developed or acquired? You know why? Because this information has always been known, and it was stolen. It was stolen and suppressed from the masses of the world because those that did so did not give a damn about the rest of the people. They gave a damn about themselves. Because this knowledge, had it would have been known then, could you imagine how many diseases could have been, the cures could have been found for by now? Let me see. The causes and effects of everything, from the types of food we were supposed to be eating, the behaviors of how we could have evolved in an entire different way. You have a select few of people that had this knowledge and suppressed it from the rest of the world. And it's beginning with ancient rooted religion and ancient rooted royalty, the people that you worship. Now, we evolved. If you start looking in here, you'll see mouths of lizards. Here, I'm looking at the mouth of a lizard. I'm looking at a bunch of multiple different things here, but I want to point out something that is right there in your face, and you can't even see what Rembrandt's painting. That you cannot see. Well, Moses is destroying the tablet. Notice how Rembrandt has this in black here. A stone tablet should be in gray, right? Well, the reason why this is black, because it's showing you that Moses extracted black genes from himself and they were destroyed. I'm even seeing here on Moses' right shoulder, look here, there's a reptilian right there in his shoulder right there. Let me see if I can bring that guy in. There's a green reptilian right there at the ape's, on Moses' shoulder, right there at the ape's facing this ape's in his hair. That's see that reptilian right there? You know what that reptilian represents? An extraction over reptiles and that of our ancient African ape ancestor. So what genes are they describing? Well, if you look, people, this rock, so-called rock behind Moses, you know what that is? It's the head of a dinosaur, lizard /E, ancient genetics. Right there. Now, let me show you close up. And then there's another body laying there to the back of an ancient dinosaur. Let me show you what. See the mouth right here? This is the mouth of a dinosaur. This is the neck area of the dinosaur. Moses' body, he's wearing the belt of the dinosaur. You see that? The genetics. You see this? He's emerging from that creature. You see that? You see how his waist belt comes around? He's wearing the blood. You see that? Coming off that creature. This is the bottom mouth portion of the dinosaur coming around. Those genetics wrapped around the waist of Moses. You see that? You see this right here, people, this symbology. You see this? You know what this is symbolizing? The same exact scenario as if you were to see a Mayan leader wearing the snake around their waist, showing you that they're covenanted in these genes. Well, this is what Moses is telling you. His body is piercing ancient genetics, and this is the ancient genetics of our ancient dinosaur right there. And there's another creature laid back there. You see, these are the genes of who we truly are. Now, having that knowledge, basically, all you have to do then is take and say, you know what? You go looking at other images and other paintings. So, let's go to this one here is an unknown artist. So now that you see the encryption style is utilized in the landscape by the stone, which creates the ancient dinosaur, which mankind evolved from. And this is showing Moses' body. Okay, so by the way, people, if he's destroying the tablets, so you know that I know what is occurring when the tablets are handed to Moses as well too. Yeah, it's just that simple. I know it sounds difficult at first when they're giving it to you in distorted ways, but when you look at it in the sense of being who mankind genetically is, then all of a sudden this all makes sense. Now, here's another image. If you were to Google, now look at the landscape and look at what you see. If you notice, Moses has the tablets striking down what? Look here, and there's an image of a crouched monkey, or African-like image. What is he striking down the monkey with? Genes, genetics, in the form of that tablet. Where did he get these genes from? Through a cauldron cult-like way. So there's the nose, the chin, and the mouth of our witch-like woman, whom appears as, i.e., Madonna, Medusa. There's her face right there. There's her eye. There's her forehead. She's wearing her shroud like the Virgin, the nuns, and all this, that, and the third. Notice out in the rocks, here's the sleeve. Look at the hand right here. There's the fingers. Look at this. This person is crouched down in the rocks. You know what this reminds me of? William Blake's painting of description of Sir Isaac Newton, because this has the same message that I've found to be here. So this is another image of Moses showing you that he's bridged between these genetics, and with the new genes created from the new, they're striking down the old, which is our ape and African ancestor. Control of genes and genetics. And this artist captures it as well too. Now, I don't know the name of this artist. I looked and I didn't see anything, but it's unimportant at this point because my point is made. And this, I believe, this painting, actually, you'll find it on the web search for not German artists, but it's in like a German museum, just as Rembrandt's is as well too. Now, let's go to something else here. I want to make this quick. So, you start taking images like this, and they become more understanding to you now. Let me point something out to you. Where we go here? Oh, remember the woman I just showed you encrypted in the rock? Well, look at this image here, and look at the green face right there. Look at this as a woman's with her head. Look, hold on, let me get this right. These people create collectively the body and the face. Well, their bodies create the face of a woman. Hold on. There's her chin, there's her mouth, there's her nose, there's her eye. Again, the green faced woman like the witch, the mother of creation. Start looking at this for what it is. You see the clouds, the reaching through the clouds. Look at this as being the vagina. Look at this down here as being the penis, and it shows the directions of genes. And then you have a clergy over here. Hold on. Let me show you the other face that the people create. Hold on, before I do that, I'm going to show you how this is shown, bridge between black and white. See the dark face right there, how the people come together and this face is created. Oh, damn. Look at that dark skin face. Oh, this sucks. Look how, hold on, I'm going to get you people. Look down at the feet here. You see that face? The mouth, the chin. Notice how in the groups of people, in the clusters of people, these faces are created. It describes the genes. Now, this here, what Moses is bridged between, is showing you that of a penis. And the head of the penis is going down where? Hold on. Look at this object here as a penis. That's right, as a dick back here, people. And look at where these genes are going. To our faithful clergyman right here. Describing genetics. Bridge between vagina and penis. Genetic altering. They turned it into something divine for you. But if you look at it in the sense of genetics, it's quite simple, people, as what is being described. Again, here's an image of Moses shown being lifted from the founding stones. This is why he's on that rock there. Genetically bridged over, describing genes. So knowing the earlier images and what is being described, you look at the color codes. Moses being lifted from that of, well, almost like being lifted almost from like a bliss or something like of that nature. Genetically uplifted, and it's describing the same exact thing here that can be applied to the ancient text and ancient history of Moses. Now, here's the last image here, and I'm going to show you again. Here's another image of Moses. You can take them all and read the same exact way. Notice this image. Look at this guy reaching into Moses like if he's stopping Moses from destroying the tablets. Well, actually that looks like a woman, but anyway. You take this image and you look at it for what it is. And you spin it around. Let me see if we're going the right way. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not going the right way. Am I going? Yeah, I am going the right way. I am going the right way. Hold on. And you spin it around and you start seeing the heads of creatures appearing, this being one portion of it, and the other portion going up here, you see going into interacting. People, what this is describing are genetics in motion. Genetics in motion. And I see something else here as I'm describing this to you. So, I'm going to see if I can draw this out. No, I can't. It would actually distort the rest of it. But what is being described here is it's showing ancient rooted genes. It's showing transitioning genes from one individual being described to the next. You can look at the legs of this individual. Hold on, where we going here? Showing you an extraction, this ancient dinosaur's head here, showing you how these genes are transitioning from one point to the next, showing you that there is an exchange, a genetic exchange. And if you look at these images for what they are, referencing blood and semen, not just of mankind, but I'm telling you of animal kind alike, and you look at these images, on the reason why they look so bizarre but yet so unique is because they are genes, or genetics in motion after they've been altered, manipulated. You take the earliest on of images, like here, where there's a head of a dinosaur shown embodied with that of Moses. It's showing you and describing you your ape. And it's showing you how Moses emerged from these genes of our dinosaur, ape, and African ancestor, and his likeness emerged, and he's showing you a genetic change, saying, look, at this point there was an extraction of these genes, and now I'm in control of them, and this is my likeness, and this is what this is all about. And this is your ancient history. My name is Gerone Wright. I'm going to end this video here and go on to my next. Thank you. Everybody, Gerone Wright here. Excuse me. And once again, you're joining me on my Gerone Wright YouTube channel here on YouTube. What we have here, people, is an image of Moses destroying the tablets and or slamming the tablets. And this image is by Rembrandt. Okay, and Rembrandt created this this painting in 1659. 1659. You look at everything and what I've discovered as being related to that of genetics, genetic bridging, and the true origins of mankind, then such images actually become known to you. And the informations contained therein are revealed. All right. In this image, first of all, I'm going to draw your attention to a few things about this. This has always been about where mankind evolved from his true ancestors. It's my position through my ongoing paranormal experience and encounter that I know why such paintings like this were created. I know the cause for an existence for this biblical character Moses, and I can tell you why why Rembrandt created this image in the way that he has. Okay, so our true ancestors are of that at this period that Rembrandt is actually suggesting here is of that of our ancient dinosaur and ape creatures. Okay, there's more to this than you can possibly ever imagine, but I'm just going to actually go into what Rembrandt actually has here. So, looking at this here, all you have to do is look at the hair. Hair represents genetics of our ancient ancestor. So if you pull, theoretically, you could take a person's hair and genetically describe who they are, or what their genetic strands are. Just got a text here, but anyway. So if you look at Rembrandt's picture and start looking at Moses' head, you start seeing that familiar shape of that of an ape. His ear creates the eye, where the eye socket is. There's Moses. There's the ape's eye.